Kia ora Aotearoa. This is the national weather forecast from Met Service, and over the last 12 hours we have continued to see pulses of heavy rain impacting the saturated northern parts of the country. Northland, Auckland, Coromandel, Waikato, Bay of Plenty have all had rain overnight last night and through Tuesday morning. This is going to come to a pause at around about midday Tuesday, in fact 1 p.m, just at the time we're filming this video, and we can see the current state of play is a narrow band of heavy rain near Whangarei in southern Northland. There is rain in much of Auckland, particularly northern parts of the region, and there's another area of rain currently hitting the far north with a few gaps elsewhere. If you didn't catch up with what happened yesterday, Met Service did upgrade some areas across the upper North Island to red heavy rain warnings. It is Northland, it is Auckland north of Orewa, and it is the Coromandel Peninsula which are currently under red heavy rain warning. Red warnings are uncommon. They're our most intense classification for severe weather, and it is reserved for the most significant weather systems, showing that this is a major one, and we do expect widespread disruption across these red areas over the course of the next couple of days, with extensive flooding. Further slips and road closures are likely. Some areas may get isolated if roads get washed away. Tuesday afternoon and evening we'll still see rain up here. Northland is the main target zone for the day today, but overnight tonight it moves into Auckland and Coromandel. Then early Wednesday morning it's Auckland, Coromandel seeing the most intense rain as Northland clears. Throughout the course of the day on Wednesday, that rain drifts this way across the North Island, starts to move into Waikato, Bay of Plenty, Gisborne, as it does clear some of these other northern places. Many northern and western parts of the South Island will also see some rain on Wednesday. So while it's a bit brighter through Northland as rain clears overnight there, it's going to be a saturated morning in Auckland, Coromandel, Waikato and Bay of Plenty. By lunchtime, it looks like the rain will have cleared Auckland. The red warning does ease through the morning hours. So the second half of the day will be brighter through Tamaki Makaurau and Te Tai Tokerau. It continues to be wet into the afternoon for Coromandel, then it clears there late afternoon or evening. Rain continues across Bay of Plenty and northern parts of Gisborne. Strong northerly winds associated with the rain will also ease across the top of the country through the day. There is a little bit of rain around the lower North Island, but nothing really compared to what they're seeing further north. Kind of patchy wet weather here through the morning, mostly around Taranaki at first, then spreading a little bit more comprehensively through this region across Wednesday afternoon. Everyone's likely to pick up a few spells of rain, probably nothing that heavy, and the warnings do not extend this far south, so the rain is not too intense. To the South Island, a cloudy morning for most, and then just shortly before lunch we start to get a bit of rain into the north, so Nelson, Tasman, Buller. You could see some rainfall the last couple of hours before midday, but it's really afternoon when the wet weather becomes both heavier and more extensive around this region. All northern and western parts of the South Island are likely to pick up some rain through the second half of the day tomorrow. We might get some patchy falls into Kaikoura as well. Christchurch, though, stands alone in looking at a dry day. It will be quite windy, stiff northerlies, and a pretty cloudy one for Ōtautahi. A cloudy morning down south. Could be a spot of early drizzle for many coastal spots around the south and east as well, but not a lot of rain at first. Dry inland until afternoon when we do see showers popping up once again for central and southern areas. Milford Sound, Queenstown Lake, Central Otago and Southland could all get a shower or two through the afternoon and evening. In particular, Southland, including Invercargill, might get a heavy shower or a thunderstorm through the second half of the day tomorrow. The east coast will probably stay dry, but it's fairly cloudy through Dunedin, North Otago and South Canterbury. On Thursday, the wind aligns pretty much directly north-south across the country, meaning everything is coming straight down from the top of the image here. And that means northern and northwestern parts of each island are going to be exposed to further incoming rain. On Thursday, it seems that Bay of Plenty and Rotorua, maybe Taupo as well, are the spots that pick up the most significant wet weather. There's a real chance that warnings could be extended into Thursday for those areas. There will be patchy rain for Coromandel, Auckland and Northland, but they won't see anything like what they have been seeing today and perhaps potentially on Wednesday. A little bit of spotty wet weather in the southern half of the island, but once again, nothing compared to those northern areas. For Te Waipounamu, the South Island, heavy falls for the western part, probably the most significant rain of the year, and it's going to be quite a change after some hot, dry days. Patchy rain throughout Whakatū, Nelson, all through the day. The eastern side of the South Island on Thursday has a mostly cloudy one. It could get a little bit wet from time to time with the odd spot of rain here and there through Canterbury and Dunedin, but for the most part, it's a dry day, which is cloudy and really, really warm. 29 degrees is the forecast maximum for Ōtautahi, Christchurch and for Ōtepoti, Dunedin. So there's still plenty happening with our weather around the country. You can stay up to date with your local forecast, and I do urge you, if you're in those northern areas, do check out the full details for the severe weather warnings, especially those red warning areas, and throughout the course of this heavy rain, follow advice from local emergency services and civil defence. That is all I have for now. More at the website. Otherwise, kia pai te rā.